Hi everyone. I'm very happy to contribute to this initiative of the Italian Embassy in Canada by answering questions of why I became a scientist and whether I would like to give a message to a woman who would like to enter the world of science. First, why I became a scientist. As a kid, I used to read popular books by famous scientists, and I also used to watch documentaries about science and about the life of scientists. And at that time, I was simply fascinated by the idea of asking questions about the fundamental building blocks of nature and about our universe. Questions that were unanswered so far, and work hard on solving problems and finding new paths to answer those big questions. From my eyes as a kid, that really looked like solving a big and extremely hard puzzle, even with missing pieces, which could only be found by asking the right questions. And for me, at that point, the path was very clear. I really wanted to be a scientist and I wanted to answer those big questions about our universe. But of course, this is just one story, one possible path. I know extremely talented scientists who decided that they wanted to be scientists just later on in high school or in their 20s or even later. So timing is not that important if you are passionate about science and you are willing to work hard on that. And I want to emphasize the working hard because science is certainly not an easy path. We have to be honest. Science is a lot of hard work, a lot of compromises, but it's also a lot of fun. And it is extremely nice and extremely rewarding when you are asking yourself a question and you work hard on that for months, perhaps for years. And then finally you find your way towards the solution and you can answer the question that you asked yourself at the beginning. And to young people, especially those belonging to minorities, I would like to say that science is for everyone. And you shouldn't be afraid of embarking an academic career if this is what you want to do. And as this is a video for the International Day of Women and Girls in Science, let me conclude with a message to young women and girls. There is definitely a gender gap in science, actually, not only in science, and this gap needs to be filled. And if you're wondering if women can be successful in science, well, I can tell you that some of the most successful and most talented scientists that I know are women. And so, if you are passionate about science, just don't be afraid of trying. Don't be stopped by the question of whether you can make it, and just ignore your fears. Ignore the people who say you cannot make it. Know that you can and focus on your passion.